Hey there, I'm Stephanie Shaw. Welcome to the Hello Hot Flash podcast, where midlife women can learn from guest experts and authors who discuss menopause and all that comes with this new chapter in our lives. Hello Hot Flash, where we learn to control the change and not let the change control us. You've seen the doctors, maybe even tried medications or treatments, but what about the day-to-day? Managing menopause takes more than a prescription. That's where I come in. On a midlife wellness discovery call, we'll talk through your challenges and create a personalized plan to help you feel like yourself again. Let's bridge the gap between medical advice and real life support. Book your call at hellohotflash.com/discovery call. The information shared in this episode is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement, including adaptogens, especially if you have underlying health conditions or take medications. The views expressed by our guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of Hello Hot Flash. Welcome to another episode of Hello Hot Flash, where we help you control the midlife change. I'm your host, Stephanie Shaw. In 10 minutes or less, we will tackle one menopause symptom, myth, or hot topic. I'll give you the subject, a potential medical solution, and a potential holistic solution. Then we'll talk about pros and cons. You'll walk away with some valuable information and a conversation starter to take to your doctor. This is really important. I found that when I walked in the doctor's office unprepared, I left disappointed. When I walked into the doctor's office having some notes or a couple questions, a list of my symptoms and concerns, I left feeling better and I had some solutions. So that's what this menopause moment is all about. Tackling that subject and then giving you some conversation starters to take to your doctor. All of these things are the things that I wish I had when I was navigating perimenopause, because I went to 18 different doctors, 2 world-renowned medical facilities. I spent over $20,000 out of pocket going to different people, and it took a while. It was like maybe 6 months in before I got really serious, like, oh, I need to write down every symptom. What's going on? I need to do some research. So that's what I'm here for. I'm doing the research for you. You just have to tune into the podcast. I'll give you this 10-minute quick snippet of a topic, and then on Thursdays of Hello Hot Flash, we dive in deeper with medical experts. So I'm here for you. I'm here for you. All right. Today we're going to talk about sugar. How does sugar impact menopause? What's one medical or one dietary solution to manage its effects? Which doctor you should see if you're having problems, and what tests you should ask for. So again, during menopause, hormonal shifts make our bodies more sensitive to sugar. Declining estrogen affects insulin regulation, meaning sugar spikes and crashes can feel more intense, leading to increased belly fat, mood swings and energy crashes, hot flashes, higher risk of insulin resistance, and even type 2 diabetes. But there are ways to manage this. One medical solution that's gaining popularity, a CGM, or continuous glucose monitoring. CGMs track blood sugar in real time, helping you see how different foods affect your glucose levels. Even if you're not diabetic, using a CGM for a few weeks can provide insights into which foods trigger energy crashes, cravings, or weight gain. And what's important here is there's an assumption that, a piece of cake may spike your sugar while a banana may not. Well, banana spikes your sugar too. It's quote unquote good for you, but everyone reacts differently to food. So something like a CGM may help you determine even the good foods that are causing you to have spikes in sugars. So what are the pros? Personalized data on how your body processes sugar. Data. The more data we have, the better solutions we can come up with. What are some of the cons? Some devices require a prescription and they can be costly without insurance. So ask your doctor, would a CGM, continuous glucose monitor, help me understand my blood sugar response and manage menopause symptoms? More than likely, they may say no. This is one of those, if you're really into the data and you've tried everything else, maybe you're really close to having type 2 diabetes, maybe you're, like a 5.7, you're pre-diabetic. This may be something that I would push for. I don't know if I would push for it. Everything is fine, but again, totally up to you. I'm just giving you these options. don't take me for, your for your final say, but this is just an option for you. On the other hand, there's some dietary solutions, and one of those is reducing added sugar. This is so hard for me. This is so hard for me. It actually makes me sad that it's so hard for me, but this is one of the best options for your overall health, period. Heart, cancer, diabetes, just everything, reduction of sugar. So instead of eliminating all sugar, you can start by cutting added sugar found in processed foods, sauces, and drinks. What I always tell clients is shop the perimeter of the store. So normally you walk into fruits and vegetables, you go down the next aisle, and it's usually the meat. And then you go down the following aisle, and it's usually your dairy and cheeses. So if you're shopping the perimeter, more than likely it's going to help you reduce sugar intake if you're eating foods from those. So here's some other ideas on how to make it work. Swap your flavored yogurts for plain yogurt. And you can always add cinnamon or berries or chia seeds or pistachios or pumpkin seeds, blueberries, strawberries, bananas. You can add things to that to get the flavor, but don't buy them already flavored. Reduce sodas and fruit juices with sparkling water or just plain water. And then check your food labels. Aim for less than 25 grams of added sugar per day. I'm the annoying person in the aisle checking food labels. I tell you, that's me. So what are some of the pros? Reduces blood sugar spikes, stabilizes mood, and supports metabolism. What are some of the cons? Sugar cravings can be tough to break at first. Potential withdrawals are a con. You could have headaches, fatigue, nausea, muscle aches, tremors, bloating, diarrhea, constipation. I shouldn't have probably told you all of that, but it's true because sugar is a drug. So you're coming off, you're withdrawing from that drug. But it's really important in order if you want to make sure that you are navigating menopause in a way that you want to, in a healthy, helpful way. All right. So I'm doing all this, Stephanie, but I'm not sure if I even need to monitor my sugar. I'm not sure if I need to cut back. Who do I see? If you're struggling with sugar cravings, energy crashes, unexplained weight gain, consider seeing an endocrinologist if you suspect insulin resistance or prediabetes. You'll probably know that because you're starting to use the restroom more. You may be thirsty quite a bit. Those are things that can be indications of prediabetes. Don't get super stressed out about it, but if you're seeing a lot, then you may just want to be a little careful. Another option is a gynecologist if you need hormone balance support, a nutritionist or registered dietitian for personalized meal planning. And with that, I say make sure you're going to a holistic person, someone who is concerned about your whole body. Make sure you seek a holistic nutritionist. Or a nutrition coach like myself can help you as you work through these changes in your diet. So sometimes you're presented with a plan and there's no support. That's where someone like me would come in. You can always set up a free call with me by going to hellohotflash.com. And at the top of the page, you can see how to schedule a call with me. So depending on your symptoms and if you need accountability and support, you might need a combination of people. And that's what I found. You need an endocrinologist for this, maybe a nutrition coach to help you navigate all of the changes that someone is asking you to do. So what type of testing would you need? A hemoglobin A1C. This test measures your average blood sugar over the past 2 to 3 months. A high A1C can indicate insulin resistance, which is common in menopause. So some final thoughts and a question for your doctor. You could ask your doctor, could my sugar intake be affecting my menopause symptoms? He or she may say yes or no. And then you can ask, should I test my A1C or try a CGM? Those are just two options for you to ask your doctor. Again, no matter the response, when they see that you're coming in prepared with questions and so forth, that is going to trigger a conversation. I have not had it fail me yet. If I ask questions, they become more engaged. All right. So there are 2 episodes of Hello Hot Flash that I'd recommend if you'd like to take a deeper dive. Episode 140 is Sugar and Menopause, What You Need to Know with Julie Luke. Julie is amazing and provided some amazing information. Again, that's episode 140. And then episode 189 is The Easiest Ways to Avoid Menopause Symptoms, Read Food Labels. That was a great episode as well. So that's it for today. We're under our 10 minutes. If this episode has helped, Make sure you subscribe to Hello Hot Flash either on Apple, Spotify, or Podbean, or you can go to our YouTube channel and subscribe there. And make sure that you share it with a friend. Until next time, here's to your health. You've seen the doctors, maybe even tried medications or treatments, but what about the day-to-day? Managing menopause takes more than a prescription. That's where I come in. On a midlife wellness discovery call, we'll talk through your challenges and create a personalized plan to help you feel like yourself again. Let's bridge the gap between medical advice and real-life support. Book your call at hellohotflash.com/discovery call.